King H2, Rook E2, Knight F8, Queen F5 of Wesley So in SuperBet Romania Chess Classic 2024, round number 7. Hello my fellow chessers. I'm gonna show to you, my fellow chessers, the chess game between Wesley So and Nodirbek Abdusattorov in SuperBet Romania Chess Classic 2024, round number 7. So let's begin on Z4, D5, C4, D takes C4, Queen's Gambit accepted, E3, Knight F6, Bishop takes C4, E6, Knight F3, A6, Castles kingside, C5, Bishop E2, Knight B D7, Knight C3, B5, D5, E takes D5, Knight takes D5, Bishop B7 attacking the Knight on G5. Knight takes F6, Queen takes F6, A4, B4, E4, H6, Queen C2. Why? Why Nodirbek Abdusattorov didn't take the free on pawn on E4? Example, if we take Bishop takes E4, we have Rook E1 controlling the E file or the center file. So the move of computer engine is Bishop E7, and we have Bishop G5, pressuring the center. So we have Queen E6 or Queen C6. Queen E6 is the best, but Bishop takes E7, Queen takes E7. We have Bishop D3, Knight F6, Queen C2 pressuring the center file. As you can see, the evaluation bar is decisive advantage for white. Correct my term, okay? So let's continue the game. That's why Nodirbek Abdusattorov didn't take the pawn on E4. That's why H6 is the best move. Queen C2, Bishop D6, Bishop E3, Castles kingside, Rook A D1, Rook A D8, Knight D2, Bishop F4 attacking the bishop on E3. Bishop takes F4, Queen takes F4, G3, Queen F6, A5, Queen E7 attacking the pawn on E4, Rook C1, F5, Bishop C4 check, King H8, Bishop G5 attacking the bishop on B7, Bishop C8, E takes F5, Knight E5. What's the idea of Knight E5? Attacking the pawn on F5. Bishop E4, Bishop takes F5, brilliant move of Nodirbek Abdusattorov. Queen takes C5. Why? Why Wesley So didn't take the free on F5 Bishop? Example, Bishop takes F5. We have Rook takes D2. Rook takes D2, sacrificing the rook. And if Queen takes D2, we have Knight F3, as you can see, for double attack on King on G1, the same time attacking the Queen on D2. Sacrifice Bishop. Okay. So let's continue the real game. Queen takes C5. That's why Wesley So didn't take the bishop on F5. Queen takes C5. Queen E8, F4. Bishop takes E4, F takes E5, Rook takes F1, Rook takes F1, Bishop D3, mistake of Nodirbek Abdusattorov. The best continuation on this position is Rook C8. Okay, attack the Queen on C5. So let's continue the game. Bishop D2, D3. So why? Why Nodirbek Abdusattorov didn't take the knight on D2? We have Rook F8, as you can see, for or double attack on F8. So let's continue the game. Bishop D3, rook e1, rook e6, queen b6, mistake of Wesley So. The best continuation in this position is queen takes b4. Computer engine move. Okay. So let's continue the game, real game. Queen b6, queen z5, e6, bishop b5, e7, rook e8, queen f2, bishop c6, threatening checkmate on h1, as you can see, knight e4, queen d7, mistake of Abdusattorov. The best continuation on this position is queen e5 to maintain the equal position. So let's continue the game. Queen d7, queen f8, good move of Wesley So. King h7, king f7, queen f7, king h8, queen f8, king h7, queen f7, king h8, knight f2, good move of Wesley So. Bishop b7, h4, bishop c6, queen e6, queen c7, attacking the pawn on g3, threatening, okay? King h2, bishop b5, queen e5, queen c2, attacking the knight on f2. King g1, queen b3, rook e3, queen c4, king h2, mistake of Wesley So. The best continuation on this position is rook f3. Oh, threatening rook f8. Okay, so let's continue the game. Queen f7, knight h3, queen f1, rook e1, queen d3, knight f5, f4, queen d2, king g1, bishop c6, h5, b3, mistake. The best continuation in this position is queen c2. Okay, but decisive advantage for white. So let's continue the game. b3, rook e2, mistake of Wesley So. The best continuation in this position is rook f1. Okay, to maintain the decisive advantage. Correct my there. Okay. So let's continue the game. Rook e2, queen d1, king f2, queen h1, knight g6, king h7, knight f8 of Wesley So, mistake. The best continuation on this position is knight h4. Okay, knight h4. So let's continue the game. Knight f8, king h8, knight g6, king h7, queen f5, blunder of Wesley So. The best continuation on this position is knight h4 again. Example. Knight h4, the best continuation for engine is bishop b5. But as you can see, the decisive advantage for white. As you can see, the evaluation bar. Correct my term, okay? So let's continue the real game. Queen f5, blunder of Wesley So. Queen h2, king e3. As you can see, the evaluation bar is equal. But that's fine. Queen takes g3, king g4, queen d6, equal. Now, draw. King c3, queen g3, king g4, queen d6, king c3, queen g3, king d2, queen d6, king c1, queen b5, bishop b5, knight f8, king g8, queen h7, king f8, queen f5, king g8, queen h7, king f8, king f7, rook f2, king takes e7, queen e5, king d8, queen a8, King C7, Rook F7, Rook E7, Queen A7, King D8, Queen A8, King C7, King A7, King D8, Rook takes E7, Queen C6, King D2, Queen C2, King E3, King E2, Queen E2, King F4, Queen H1, H2, King E3, King D2, Queen D3, King E1, Queen F1, King D2, Queen D3, King E1, Queen F1, King D2. Draw, my fellow cat chessers. Standing for round number 7.